Most people will work for 40 years, retire in their mid-60s, and hope they saved enough. But a small group of people figured out a different way. Not a secret, not a loophole. Just 2 investment accounts used correctly over time. In this video, I'm going to do 2 things. First, I'll explain exactly what a 401k and a Roth IRA are. No jargon, no fluff. Then I'll tell you the story of someone who used both of them to retire 20 years early, and I'll walk you through every step they took so you can follow the same path. Let's start with the basics. Part 1. Understanding the accounts. What is a 401k? Let's start with the 401k. A 401k is a retirement savings account that your employer offers. The name comes from a section of the U.S. tax code. Not the most exciting origin story, but stay with me. Here's how it works. Every paycheck, a portion of your income goes directly into this account before the government taxes it. That word, before, is important. Let's say you earn $5,000 a month. If you contribute 10%, that's $500 going into your 401k. You only get taxed on the remaining $4,500. So right away you're paying less in taxes. That money then gets invested, usually in mutual funds or index funds, and it grows over time. You don't pay taxes on that growth either, not until you retire and start withdrawing the money. That's called tax-deferred growth. You're not avoiding taxes forever. You're delaying them until retirement, when you'll likely be in a lower tax bracket. The employer match. Here's where it gets really interesting. Many employers will match your contributions up to a certain percentage. A common example, your employer matches 100% of what you contribute, up to 5% of your salary. So if you put in 5%, they put in another 5%. That's a 100% return on your money before it even gets invested. No stock, no crypto, no investment of any kind can guarantee that. If your employer offers a match and you're not contributing enough to get the full amount, you are leaving free money on the table every single month. Contribution limits. In 2025, you can contribute up to $23,500 per year to a 401k. If you're 50 or older, you can add an extra $7,500, called a catch-up contribution. Your employer's matching contributions don't count toward your personal limit. When can you access the money? The standard rule is age 59.5. If you withdraw before that, you'll owe income taxes on it plus a 10% penalty. There are exceptions, and we'll get to one very powerful strategy for early retirees later in this video. What is a Roth IRA? Now let's talk about the Roth IRA. And I want you to pay close attention here because this account is one of the most powerful financial tools available to regular people. A Roth IRA is an individual retirement account. You open it yourself, not through your employer. You can open one at any major brokerage, Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab, anywhere. Here's the key difference from a 401k. With a Roth IRA, you contribute money that's already been taxed. You don't get a tax break today, but what you get instead is far more valuable in the long run. Your money grows completely tax-free, and when you retire and withdraw it, you pay 0 taxes. Not a lower rate, 0. Why this matters so much. Think about what happens when you invest money over 30 years. You might put in $100,000 total, but your account grows to $400,000 or $500,000 because of compound interest. That extra $300,000 or $400,000 in gains? In a regular account, you'd owe taxes on all of it. In a Roth IRA, it's yours. Every cent. The government made a deal with you when you put the money in, pay taxes now, and will never touch it again. That's the deal. And for most people, especially young people or anyone in a lower tax bracket today, that deal is worth taking. Contribution limits and income rules. In 2025, you can contribute up to $7,000 per year to a Roth IRA. If you're 50 or older, the limit is $8,000. There are income limits. If you earn above $161,000 as a single filer, or $240,000 as a married couple filing jointly, the ability to contribute directly phases out. If you earn above those limits, there's a strategy called the backdoor Roth IRA, where you contribute to a traditional IRA and then convert it. But that's a topic for another video. Flexibility, you don't get anywhere else. Here's something most people don't know about the Roth IRA. You can withdraw your contributions, not the earnings, but the money you personally put in, at any time, for any reason, with no taxes and no penalty. This makes it useful not just as a retirement account, but as a flexible savings vehicle that happens to grow tax-free. Before we go further, I've got a quick favor. If this is helping you understand investing better, drop a like on the video. It helps more than you think. 401k versus Roth IRA side by side. Before we move into the story, let me give you a quick side-by-side so these two accounts are completely clear in your head. 401k. Contributions are pre-tax, reduces your taxable income today. Growth is tax-deferred, taxed when you withdraw. Limit $23,500 per year in 2025. Employer match available. Free extra money, offered through your employer. Withdrawals taxed as ordinary income. Roth IRA. Contributions are after tax, no upfront tax break. Growth is tax-free, never taxed again. Limit $7,000 per year in 2025. No employer match. You open it yourself. Contributions can be withdrawn anytime. Withdrawals and retirement are completely tax-free. The bottom line, the 401k saves you money now, the Roth IRA saves you money later. When you use both together, you win on both ends. Part 2. Let's go to the story. Chapter 1. Meet Marcus. I want to tell you about a guy named Marcus. Marcus is 28 years old. He lives in a mid-sized city, rents an apartment, drives a used car. He makes $65,000 a year working in project management at a tech company. He's not rich, he's not a genius investor. He doesn't have a trust fund or a wealthy family backing him up. But Marcus has one thing a lot of people in his age don't have. He's decided he doesn't want to work until he's 65. He's not sure exactly when he wants to stop, maybe 45, maybe 50. But he knows he wants options, the freedom to walk away from a job on his terms, not because he has to keep working to survive. So at age 28, Marcus sits down and starts doing the math. Chapter 2. The first move. The first thing Marcus does is look at his employee benefits package. His company offers a 401k with a match. They'll match 100% of his contributions up to 4% of his salary. Marcus is currently contributing 2%. He didn't really think about it when he set it up. He just picked a number. He immediately changes it to 4%. Here's what that means. He now contributes $2,600 a year. His employer adds another $2,600. That's $5,200 a year in his 401k, and half of it cost him nothing. He also notices something else. His take-home pay barely changes. Because his contributions are pre-tax, the actual reduction to his paycheck is smaller than he expected. He's contributing $2,600 a year, but it only feels like $1,900 because of the tax savings. Step 1. Done. Chapter 3. Opening the Roth IRA. A few weeks later, Marcus opens a Roth IRA at an online brokerage. It takes about 15 minutes. He links his bank account, sets up an automatic contribution of $400 a month, and invests everything into a single low-cost index fund that tracks the S&P 500. That's $4,800 a year into his Roth IRA. He's not trying to pick winning stocks. He's not watching the market every day. He's just buying a small piece of every major company in America every single month automatically. Marcus has now done two things. He's capturing his full employer match in his 401k. He's building tax-free wealth in his Roth IRA. Total annual investment at age 28, roughly $10,000 a year. On a $65,000 salary, that's about 15% of his income. He adjusts his budget. He cuts back on a few things. It's not painless, but it's manageable. And more importantly, it's automatic. The money moves before he ever sees it in his checking account. Chapter 4. The years pass. Now let's skip forward a few years. Marcus gets a raise at 30. He's making $75,000. Instead of upgrading his lifestyle, he increases his 401k contribution to 6%, still getting the full match, and bumps his Roth IRA contribution to $500 a month. He's now investing around $13,500 a year. He doesn't feel rich, but his investment accounts are quietly growing in the background every month, whether the market is up or down. At 33, he gets promoted. Salary jumps to $90,000. He increases his 401k contribution again and maxes out his Roth IRA for the first time, the full $7,000 for the year. By 35, Marcus has just over $200,000 across his accounts. He didn't do anything extraordinary. He just kept going. Chapter 5. The Bridge. At 35, Marcus starts thinking more seriously about what early retirement actually looks like. He runs into a problem that anyone planning to retire early has to solve. His 401k and Roth IRA are growing beautifully, but he can't touch most of that money without penalties until he's 59 and a half. If he wants to retire at 48, he has an 11-year gap to fill. So Marcus adds a third piece to his strategy, a taxable brokerage account. Starting at 35, he begins putting an extra $500 a month into a regular investment account. No tax advantages, but no restrictions either. He can access that money anytime he wants. He also learns about something called the Roth conversion ladder. Here's how it works. When Marcus retires early, let's say at 48, his income drops to zero or near zero. At that point, he can start converting money from his 401k into his Roth IRA each year. Because his income is low, he'll pay very little in taxes on those conversions. After 5 years, those converted funds become available to withdraw penalty-free. So he converts a chunk at 48, and it's accessible at 53. Converts another chunk at 49, accessible at 54, and so on. The latter gives him a steady penalty-free income stream from his retirement accounts, even years before the official retirement age. Chapter 6. Age 48. Marcus is 48 years old. His 401k has grown to just over $650,000. His Roth IRA is at $380,000. His taxable brokerage account has $180,000. Total, about $1.2 million. He runs the numbers. At a 4% withdrawal rate, a widely used rule of thumb for sustainable retirement spending, his portfolio can support about $48,000 a year. That covers his lifestyle. His mortgage is paid off. His expenses are lean but comfortable. He hands in his notice. His plan for the next decade looks like this. Live off the brokerage account and Roth IRA contributions for the first several years. Start the Roth conversion ladder, converting portions of his 401k each year. Let the rest of his accounts continue compounding. At 59.5, he has full access to everything. Marcus didn't get lucky. He didn't time the market. He didn't start a company. He just used 2 accounts consistently for 20 years and let time do the work. Marcus is a fictional character, but his numbers are real. The math works. The accounts exist. The strategy is available to anyone watching this video. You don't have to retire at 48. Maybe your goal is 55. Maybe it's just having the option to walk away at 60 instead of being forced to work until 67. Whatever your number is, the path is the same. Understand the accounts. Use both. Be consistent. Give it time. That's it. That's the whole strategy. If this video helped you, subscribe. I put out new videos every week on building wealth and reaching financial freedom. Without gimmicks, without hype, just the honest math. Leave a comment below and tell me, what age do you want to retire? I'd love to know. I'll see you in the next one.